What's up, beautiful people? Welcome to the New Moon Workshop. Yes, I'm in a new place. I just got a home, my first home, and I am here now. It looks like a cottage, so I love that. Anyways, another time I will maybe show you around. But right now I really want to focus on this new moon because it's such a nice energy. I love this new moon. Yes, it has, a few challenges and whatever, but what doesn't have that? You know what I mean? I feel like what is so exciting about this energy, and I have an Ace of Swords here, which again is just confirming this new start. An ace is about a new cycle. A new moon is about a new cycle. And this is the first new moon after eclipse season. So we are now just starting a 6 month cycle, okay? Libra, this is a new moon in Libra. Libra is connected to leadership, to initiation, to taking action. So there's a lot happening under this new moon. I have two really interesting um, things to talk about. One of them being this Mars and Mercury conjunction in the sign of Scorpio. And the other one is that we are going to have Mercury leaving Scorpio around the 30th of October. And the next day he will enter Sagittarius. So what that means, and if this is your first workshop, like I'm always going to explain to you how to work with this energy. So don't get caught up and panicked about, the planets or the aspects or whatever. It's fine. I will tell you how to work with this energy. This workshop will be around 25 minutes. It's obviously a home video. You can watch it anytime and it's pay what you can. So please donate below. This is my work and I have a team of people. I have a lot of people that work with me. So please, donate what you can, and I really appreciate it. Um, okay. Where do I want to start? I want to start with the star card. Oh my God. And behind it, I have the Hanged Man reverse because we are literally liberating ourselves. Sorry, there's like a glare on here. Here we go. We are liberating ourselves under this new moon. What's really interesting, God, and what are we liberating ourselves from? Sorry, the cards just keep showing me more and more. Like we are literally liberating ourselves from the suffering that we keep ourselves in. Okay, so let's back up for a second. These cards are talking about now being given an invitation to liberate ourselves, our mind, our body, our soul, to create a life that is more aligned with who we really are. Now, you have the chariot here as well with the star. So if you can keep your eye on the prize, like and go for it and feel it in your body, know it is yours in your mind and take actions that are aligned with it, you will succeed. We can't get stuck in, the drama, the bullshit, the internal conflicts. Like, this is not a time for us to get stuck internally with conflicting parts of ourselves and we're like disgruntled. This is not a time for you to be in relationships or connections that are feeling dangerous or draining or people that you're just always having issues with over and over and over and over again. It's like, this is not the time for that. This is an opportunity for you to literally set yourself free. And this is really important because with Mercury and Mars together in the sign of Scorpio, this is really about you finding coherence, alignment with your words and your actions. You can't say one thing and do another. And you're also going to notice that in your relationships. If somebody is saying something and then not doing what they just said, they're doing something different, or they're promising you something and they don't deliver, or they're all talk but no action, like this new moon is going to show us that we can't continue to engage in that kind of connection. It could be romance, friends, work, love, family, whatever. We need people to show up. If they say they're going to do something, they have to do it. Okay, so keep that in mind. Separate from that, you need to show up. Okay? You need to show up for yourself. You can't continue with the excuses. You don't have time. You don't have energy. You don't have. Stop. Make time. Make time for yourself. This is not a moment to play with. This is a very it's fun, it's like flexible, but this is a serious new moon. It's the first new moon of a new 6 month cycle. So I really want you to invite in that new perspective, that new idea, that new way of communicating. This is about communicating your needs to another person. This is about how you communicate internally to yourself. What are your thought patterns? What cycles, what thought or idea, loops do you get stuck in? I want you to really pay attention to that because as we enter Scorpio season, we're going to have an opportunity to really purge, clear out the mind, like unstick ourselves from the same loops over and over and over. It's like it's time to break free from that. And that's what this hangman reverse is literally helping us break free. Now, two things. One of them, under this new moon, we have, like I already said, Mars and Mercury together. So, actions and words, mind and body. How do we bring it together so that we can plant the seeds under this new moon that will actually grow? We have an opportunity under this new moon to see our results show up a lot faster if we are aligned with the mind, the body, and the soul. So you can't be saying one thing and doing something different. We need to find coherence. Okay. Go look that up again, like later. See what we're really talking about when we're talking about mind and heart coherence. It's really important. I'm not going to get into it now because, there's a lot to talk about, but go and read it after this. Okay. That is going to be your number one thing to help you get through that. Now, for us to Ace of Swords, cut through the bullshit. This is about us seeing truth. This is about an Ace of Swords is about seeing clearly. An Ace of Swords is shifting our perspective. Okay, I have an amazing support for you to help you shift your perspective. We are hosting a live event on October 30th. Okay. It's a really important day. Why? Because it's a Thursday. Thursday is connected to Jupiter. Jupiter helps us shift perspective and expand our ideas, expand what's possible. That October 30th is the day that Mercury is leaving Scorpio. Even if you don't join my live event, you should keep this in mind. So write this down, okay? On October 30th, Mercury will leave Scorpio. Mercury is connected to our mind. Scorpio is connected to our subconscious. So our fears, our anxieties, what we really think about ourselves, think about life, about work, about money, about love, about health. Everything you think is rooted in a subconscious program or idea, which can be supporting your expansion or it can be limiting you. What's so beautiful about this new moon is it is asking us to take action with a new perspective. Ace of Swords. Okay, so today, under this new moon, let's plant our seeds for that new cycle, the new shift, for what we want. Beautiful, go for it. That's the point of this workshop. Yes, okay, you're in the right place. Good. The secondary workshop that'll be on October 30th, or if you don't join me, just write this down so you can do something yourself that day. On October 30th, Mercury will leave Scorpio, so our mind is done with sort of like digging up and noticing these limitations, these ideas, these fears or programs, these stories that are in our mind about love or money or whatever can also be people. Maybe you're noticing people are in your energy field again lately. Maybe it's your ex or an old friend or a boss, or you're just like at home chilling and you're like, why do I feel like I'm thinking about this person or this random thing? It's like maybe they are thinking about you, or that boss is, wanting something from you and their energy is trying to take it, like we always feel other people's energies if we're not. really intentional about cleaning up. So we need to clean up ourselves energetically. This new moon is showing us, this new moon in Libra is showing us how much other relationships influence our energy field, how we deal with other relationships, and how we create boundaries to say, no, you don't get access to me all the time. Or we broke up, bitch. Like, go on. Like, you fucked up, or like, maybe I fucked up, whatever. It's just like, I don't want to be friends with you. I don't want to be lovers with you. Maybe it's family and you're like, I just need a break. Like, you have to go over there for a second and you can't stop thinking about them, or you're feeling their energy around you, or whatever. So, this new moon is an invitation for us to show up differently in relationships. But, and this is the October 30th moment, when Mercury leaves Scorpio, Mercury will help us understand how we limit ourselves, whether it's money, love, friends, health, whatever. And then the next day, around October 30th, October 31st, Mercury will move into Sagittarius. Sagittarius is connected to new perspectives. New perspectives. Okay? Sagittarius is connected to expansion, seeing other possibilities, faith, ideas, new inspiration, new cultures, new learning. That is what's connected to Sagittarius. So around October 30th, I want you to set your intentions to recognize what mental patterns are keeping you stuck, or where in your life you need to establish new boundaries so that you can stop letting other people access your energy, because you need to show up differently in relationships. That's the goal for you to do on October 30th. And then the next day, Mercury will move into Sagittarius, and we have a whole new cycle where we get to start seeing ourselves differently, experiencing life differently, moving through new, healthier relationships, work contracts, friendships, love. We got to move through that in a new way, in a healthier way. Our relationship to ourself, our relationship to food, like all of these things, they're changing because they're connected to our perspective, and our perspective is shifting. So, this new moon is helping us understand and call in and invite new relationships, what we want for ourselves for this next 6 month cycle, and how we want to show up. Beautiful. So, today we're going to set the intentions about that. And in about 10 days, we have an opportunity to drop the limitations that are interrupting the intention that we're setting today. So do you understand that? Like, maybe rewind and watch that again if you're a little bit confused. To summarize, today we are setting intentions for healthier, better, more expansive relationships. Beautiful. But if nothing changes in your mind, if your subconscious programs, fears, limitations, stories, beliefs, ideas about yourself and what you deserve and whatever, if those subconscious programs don't change, how are you going to have available space to receive these new relationships that you want? More money, healthier people. Like, you can't receive that if we're just setting intentions and then we don't clear out the limits. Are you getting it? Like, I hope that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. I know it probably does to a lot of you. Great. So on October 30th, if you want help clearing out those limits, join my live event. I'm going to post a link below. Okay. It's clearing limits. Okay. If you don't join, do your own ceremony at home. Light a candle, do your thing. If you want to join me, join me. Okay, so that's why this is a very important, 10-day period. And then we will be entering Scorpio season, and we have like literally 30 days to dive into the underworld. Like, use it. I know that sometimes that feels overwhelming or scary, or I don't have time, or I'm nervous, or whatever. Like, it's not scary. It's you understanding yourself. The more you understand yourself, the more power you have, and the less other outside things can trigger you, it's like you are taking your power back when you understand yourself fully. Your subconscious programs, your conscious programs, how you use your mind, how you use your body to find alignment with what you want. So now, under this new moon in Libra, we have an opportunity to see a new possible reality for us, new relationships, new ways of receiving. Excuse me, new ways of receiving. Okay. Yes, we want to talk about that for a second. Libra is about receiving. Libra is connected to Venus. Venus is about us receiving love, receiving care, being taken care of, receiving abundance, finances, leisure, comfort, safety. It's our divine feminine energy. I also want you to pay attention to what limits you have connected to receiving, receiving love, receiving attention. Maybe you're scared to even speak up because you don't want attention. It's like, it's okay to want attention. And on some level, you should want attention. It's important that people hear what you want. You know what I mean? So if there's a limitation there about, ooh, I don't want to receive attention. Like, why? You should feel empowered to speak up. So again, let's clear those limits on October 30th. Okay. That's going to be an initiation. That's going to be something that you can do and use multiple times. It's a live event, but you will also have the recording so you can watch it again and again and use that magic as many times as you need. Okay. I think I'm gonna stop there. We're also starting the Mercury retrograde pre-shadow period, but we'll talk about that later because there's a lot to talk about there. I think we're good. This is a strong new moon. It's the first of a 6 month cycle. It's an opportunity for us to find more harmony. I like the word harmony instead of balance because balance is like I don't want to work 50% of the time and be chilling 50% of the time. It's like I want to work 10% of the time. So like that to me feels more harmonizing instead of the idea of like balance. It's like, so this is a new moon for us to find better harmony within ourselves, within all of our relationships, and with how we show up just in the world at large. Okay. So let's get into the energy clearing. We're now going to clear your energy. We're going to do a short meditation to help you see whatever you want to call in, and then we're done. Um, all right. I also just want to recognize that the majority of people watching this are settlers on their land. I just bought a house here and I'm not from Portugal, you know what I mean? So it's important that we recognize that we are all visitors and that we try our best to provide some level of reconciliation. And deaf people are real. So add captions to your content and maybe hire an interpreter if you can, if you're hosting an event or something like that. Okay. Think about it. Um, I invite you to close your eyes. And whenever you're ready, you can take a deep breath. And one more time, deep breath and exhale. And I want you to imagine that on the floor in front of you is a green fire and it's burning strong. And you have a golden comb in your hand. You can also use your hands if you prefer. I want you to just comb out and sort of like dust off everyone else's energy. So we all have an energy field and it picks up a lot of information during the day, during the week. We need to clean it. So I want you to just imagine that you are using that golden comb or your hands to just comb out and sort of brush off just getting off everyone else's energy and just toss it into that green fire. And I want you to just clean your whole body. Imagine getting your back, your feet, legs, arms, everything. And then when you're ready, I want you to imagine that a white light from above, it begins to shine down on you. Maybe it looks like rain or a shower. Maybe it just feels like white light is just glistening on you. And I want you to imagine that it's covering you in a protective layer. It is helping you recharge your energy. It is filling you up. I want you to take a deep inhale, allowing yourself to feel that layer of protection, to feel yourself get refueled, to feel yourself expand. And taking a deep breath in, letting it go. And when you're ready, I want you to just think about maybe one relationship in your life that needs a little bit of adjustment. Maybe some of you are thinking about someone or something that needs a lot of adjustment. It's fine, but I want you to think about how you can show up differently to that relationship. It can be work, it can be friends or love, but I want you to shift your perspective and see what it feels like if you were to speak up, or if you were to create a new boundary, or if you were to ask for something that you need. Maybe it's about you spending more time with these people or less time. It's going to be different for everyone, but I want you to just see, feel into one relationship in your life right now. Just start with one and ask yourself what needs to be adjusted so that this relationship can be in better harmony. And then I want you to think about work or a collaboration or a project and see if you need to adjust something there so that you can expand in a new way, so that you can feel an equal exchange, so that you can feel more included and excited about this project. Or maybe it's already going really well and you just want it to go even better. What can you do differently to contribute to that connection? If you're looking for a job, what can you do differently with your time, with your energy every day to find that connection? And the last thing I want you to focus on is your relationship to something. So it could be food, it could be rest, it could be your relationship to your creative self. What needs to be adjusted in that connection? If there's any other people or projects or things or intentions that you want to set now, you can go for it. And when you're ready, I want you to take one last deep inhale, fill the belly, hold, and release entirely. You can come back into the space, moving your body, opening your eyes, gently rolling your neck. And then when you're ready, I invite you to pause this video. You can try and catch my face. That wasn't it. And I want you to pause the video and I want you to write down under this new moon in Libra, I'm inviting in the following. And then I want you to just write down whatever is important for you right now. Okay? So you can go, I bet you didn't get it. Go on, write your damn lists. Welcome back. Um, that's it. So, if you like this workshop, this is my job, my entire business. So please leave a comment, subscribe, send it to a friend. I really appreciate that. We all really appreciate your donations. You support this work. If this work benefits you, it will benefit other people. So let them know where to find it. And if you are interested in joining me on October 30th, then please join me. It's going to be an amazing event. I'm going to help you identify and start clearing some of these limits, and I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you take back your power and take back your energy and to dissolve any of these limitations that keep you small. Like, we're done with it. So, join me live. The tickets, the link is below. There's two. One is the Scorpio season workshop, but the other one is the clearing limits. Okay. The clearing limits workshop is the one that I think is really important. So, I will see you there. I love you. Um, Normally, I have the pivot party right now, so I'll just talk about that. That's me. If you want to leave, go for it. If you're still here, what's up? Like I said, I just moved. I've been feeling good here. It's crazy. Like being out in nature, like cooking with fire, like there's animals here. I'm just like, oh my God. It's so different. My mind is so settled. I feel like my days are so long. I feel like I have so much time here. When I'm in the city, it's like everything like flies by. Here, it's like I'm like I've only been here for 4 days. Like what? It feels literally like a month. So, anyways, I love it. There's like water right there. I'm like, oh, so beautiful. Loving it. Thank you. See you soon. Ciao.